Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. What I'm going to be doing today is removing the body molding that you see on this truck behind me. This is a 2008 GMC dually pickup. What the guy has asked me to do is not only to do a full detail on the vehicle, but he wants me to remove the molding off of these doors. And you might say, well, why? That molding looks great. Well, on the other side, when I first got the truck, it did not look good at all. I don't know if you can necessarily tell it in this video, but this is some of the molding that I had already taken off of the other side. Now, it was cracked, and it done that when I pulled the molding off, but if you'll look on each of the corners, you can see how it's kind of yellowed out, but you can see when it's laying flat on the cement how it had started to curl up on the ends. So not only had it yellowed against the white paint, it was starting to curl up on the ends. So he just asked me to go ahead and completely remove the molding off the entire truck and to get all the glue and goo off that is underneath of that molding. And so that's what we're going to do today, and I'm here to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do now is heat up the molding a little bit with a hair dryer, or if you've got a heat gun, I don't happen to have one on me at this time, you can use a hair dryer as well. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on, and you don't want to get it too hot because you don't want to bubble up the paint underneath the molding, but we just want to get it hot enough to go ahead and activate the adhesive again so that we can remove the molding from the truck. Before we start to try to get this adhesive off, we need to wipe the area down. You know, you don't want a lot of dirt in here, or any dirt if possible, as little as possible, because we don't want to scratch the paint while we're trying to do this. Everybody, so what I'm doing now, as you can see, I've gotten some of this off already. I picked up a can of this at Lowe's. I use it in my detailing business because sometimes there's road and tar, bug and tar that just will not come off of the vehicle, especially down in these areas on cars. So what I'm doing now, this is very good at removing adhesive. I spray a little bit on here, and just keep it kind of wet so it doesn't dry out. And then this stuff dries off very fast, so you have to repeat application quite a bit. Now I just take this and I start digging away. This is a plastic credit card type material. It's actually what's left over from one of my old Moses Cone name badges. So I've got new ones since. So I take this, and since it's plastic, and I just start digging away. And I try to get the larger of it off first, and then I'll come back and get the smaller of it off. You know, what's left over in just a little bit. You see, you gotta keep this stuff doused because it does dry out quickly. And it's one of the best adhesive removers. It will not hurt oil-based paint like what's on cars. Everybody, as you can see, I have got the back door completely cleaned up. I did have to break down and run over to my dad's and borrow this heat gun so I could go ahead and finish up getting that adhesive off. It was a little bit stubborn once I got to the bottom layer. The top layer, you know, the one that was up here, came off fairly easy. But you can still see there is a little bit of a line. That is just dirt that has gotten up underneath the surface of the paint. So what I'll do is I will compound that out once I finish getting the rest of the adhesive off on both sides of the vehicle. So this is the left side door, the driver's side door. I have managed to go ahead and rip off the molding that was on this door. It came off fairly easy, but as you can see, it left most of the adhesive behind. So what I will do is I will go ahead and heat it up with a heat gun, try to get a lot of it off, and then I will use the goof off to finish the job. Okay everybody, I went ahead and moved the truck back in the shade, but as you can see, I've got the bottom strip off. It took me about 20-25 minutes, and then I actually discovered a quicker way you know, to get it off, and that is to use an ice scraper rather than just that little credit card thing by itself. But I found that if I go ahead and take the heat gun and heat it up and then use the ice scraper, I can get a good bit of the layering off before I get the final. You just take this and kind of bear down, because it's not really going to hurt the paint. See how it takes a really good chunk of it off. And you can get to the part that's not heated and see that it's not working, so we heat it up some more. Move on to the next section. Come on with the ice scraper and peel it right off. Follow it with the credit card. Okay, YouTubers, this is what we got. Finished up the left side driver's door and the passenger door. All I've got to do now is compound out the leftover dirt that will not come out. And then I just got to go get the adhesive off the passenger side of the truck. I had pulled the molding off of it earlier.